Hey, everybody, it's Austin from Houston. I'm with one of my absolute favorite people in this universe, Ivan Macias with Restoration Addicts. Ivan, tell us two or three things about your company, about who you are, and what gets you up in the morning.
So my name's Ivan Macias. I have a pest control company. We've done over $1 million in the last 12 months, and I am expected to double and triple this coming year if I keep training and I keep leading and I just keep on being a great example, man, to the people around me.
So what do you do as a leader to get better?
I do what everybody else is not willing to do.
Okay, good.
Right?
Yeah.
Waking up early, right? Number one is because we have to be at
Yeah.
the shop early, right?
Yeah.
And it'd be pretty awkward for me to be walking in late every day, right?
Mhm.
That's number one. Number two is how I present myself. I went a long time this past year showing up in shorts and Crocs to the shop.
Yeah.
And then I started to notice some of my team kind of walking in looking
Yeah.
a little raggedy. I was like, oh no, this got to stop.
Yeah. They're following you.
They're following me.
Yeah.
You know? That and just doing what needs to get done, doing what you don't want to do. Health, fitness, you got to exercise, you got to eat right.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, there's so many things that go into being a proper leader. And as long as doing what you don't want to do, health, fitness, you got to exercise, you got to eat right.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, you care about your team more than you care about yourself, essentially, right?
Mm-hmm.
Should be fine.
Yeah. There you go. What's up? That's awesome. Okay. Tell us about Restoration Addicts.
So
what separates you? How long you been in business? Yeah, let's start with that.
Yeah.
Tell us about Restoration Addicts. How'd you get started and how'd you get to where you are now?
My company, we specialize in wildlife removal and pest control treatments, residential and commercial. I've been doing this. I've been in the industry for about 10 years now. I've been on my own since 2017. Essentially, for the first 5 years of business, I was essentially just providing myself with a job. That's even still how I feel today. I still feel like it's even somewhat a job that I've provided myself, only because I'm still a small business. I mean, in total, it's like 11 or 12 people, right? Me included. It's 11 or 12 of us. Like, if I don't show up, there is no business. Right. The plan is to continue to train better, be better, and just serve our customers better so we can continue to grow. So the first 5 years, like I said, I was kind of a one-man show. I was doing everything. Mm-hmm. And then I kind of flipped a switch, had an epiphany in here just a few years ago to where I realized what I had in front of me, and I realized how serious I wasn't taking it. And I knew where it could go. So I basically went all in. And this is even a time where, how many deals have we almost had under contract that fell through with real estate? I mean, that's what I was really wanting to do. And that's when I had this business. I was more focused on real estate than my own business. And that's one of the things that, is super important, is being able to focus on what's important, focus on what's making the money.
Did you get to a point at some point where you realized, like, hey, there's an opportunity here, and there's not a lot of people in my way? Maybe in real estate, you're competing with more buyers. You're always in a multiple offer situation.
To be honest with you, man, because you were helping me with some of these deals, we were almost there on a couple of different properties, even on land as well. I never felt like there was huge competition. I felt very comfortable with you helping me out. Even remember, we almost bought that a lot of land that we thought was waterfront, and then we look at the survey and we see that it was like a mile away from where we thought it was. So with good people like you in my corner, I never felt like I couldn't have done it. It was just I had already put so many years and so much time into pest control and wildlife that it'd kind of be dumb for me not to take it serious.
Tell me about your client base. Like, what do your customers need?
We service all over Houston, like Conroe all the way down to Galveston. Right? And everything in between. We're going to first-time home buyers. We are going to houses that were built over 100 years ago. Some of our customers have lived in their homes for over 30 years. Some people have lived in their homes for 3 days, and they have some type of issue or problem, right? I mean, essentially, everybody needs pest control at some point. If somebody hasn't had an issue or not currently dealing with one, I promise you there's one coming. it's inevitable.
What are clients not thinking about that they should be thinking about?
The amount of damage that these animals can cause inside
Okay.
your home. I'll show you pictures and videos of just last week. We got a call from he turned into a customer. At first, when he called us, he wasn't a customer yet,
Yeah.
right? He called us. He was asleep in his house, middle of the night. He thought somebody was breaking in. What happened was his entire ceiling in his kitchen fell down middle of the night. What happened was a rat chewed on a plumbing pipe, and there was
Caused
a
a
slow leak.
Oh man,
Eventually, boom, just came crashing
it was
down.
a rat. Had no
Yep.
idea.
No idea.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go back. You started in 20. Go ahead.
And house fires.
House fires.
20 to 25% of house fires are caused from rodents inside the attic chewing on electrical.
Is that right?
Yep, look it up.
That's insane.
Insane, dangerous, and scary.
What kind
This
of
is emergency services. This isn't, I'm not selling people on painting their kitchen or
yeah?
pressure washing their house. These are emergency services that
Got
we're
it.
providing. Like, it is super important.
So how can a homeowner get ahead of that? Like, what preventative services can we provide, or what do they need?
If there's no issues whatsoever, there's always preventative measures, whether it's treatments around the property for bugs or insects, or even actually getting our hands on the house and doing some preventative sealing up, where we're
Okay.
closing up entry points for mice, rats, snakes, bats, squirrels, raccoons, like
Yeah.
just doing preventative sealing up on homes. Other than that, that's it.
What are your like top 3 like invaders? Like, what species of animals create the biggest problems?
Rats, squirrels, and then raccoons and possums. It's gonna be those
Rats, squirrels, no snakes. You deal with snakes?
all the time.
Yeah.
All the time.
How does that happen?
People call us. They see a snake in the backyard.
Yeah.
You get a snake in the house. Go out there, pick it up. We use snake tongs. It's not as gnarly as the crocodile hunter, but we go with snake tongs, bag it up, have a snake sack, and as long as it's not a venomous snake, we'll be re-releasing it.
Okay.
So we are humane.
What's some of the more unusual critters you've dealt with?
Bats.
Bats?
Bats in people's houses.
Is that not very common?
Not very common, especially bats getting into the home. Bats dwell inside the outside of a lot of homes, all over the place. But yeah, once you have bats inside your house, or you wake up in the morning and you look down and one of your slippers and you see a bat inside one of your shoes.
How do you get rid of a bat?
Grab it, pick it up. They got in from somewhere, so we need to seal up the house to make sure this never happens again.
Just sealing.
Yep.
So there's ways that animals get in.
Every.
People probably don't think about it when there's a hole or there's an opening.
And we go to houses that are brand new construction. These builders have codes they need to go by, and unfortunately, there are gaps and cracks that get left behind.
They miss them, huh?
Yeah, well, I think it's part of the build.
Yeah.
Right? They're not just random holes on the house. It just so happens a rodent or animal would be able to squeeze in through some areas.
Got it. Go back. 2017, you started your company with just you,
Yep.
just a young man in a dream.
Yep.
What would you have done differently?
Taking it more serious, would have told my wife to quit her job sooner.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's another thing. I get it all the time. How do you run a business with your wife? Like, how do you not run a business with your wife?
So y'all work well together?
Very well.
Not every married couple works well together.
I don't understand that. So you're committing and making a promise to God that you're going to be with this person, sickness and health. You're going to sleep in the same bed as them for the rest of your life. You're going to raise children that eventually you let out into the world.
Most of the
but
time.
you can't, most of the time, but you can't work together.
Yeah.
I think there's some underlining issues if that's
that's
a
good.
big concern.
I agree with you. I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying not a lot of people can do it.
Yeah,
So,
I know. I've talked to quite a bit of people
yeah.
that tell me, I don't know how you do it. I'm like, aren't you married? Yeah.
Yeah.
You and your wife sleep in the same bed every night? Yeah.
Maybe
And
two or three.
Nobody's gonna have your back like your spouse, right?
Amen, brother.
Right?
That's right.
You married a good one.
I can definitely attest to that.
Yeah, nobody's gonna have your back like your spouse.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you want to go into business with them?
because our spouse will see the worst of us.
100%.
They see us in our worst moments. So,
100%.
Yeah, absolutely. What are 2 or 3 lessons that you've learned from a business and a leadership perspective over the years that you wish you could teach new business owners that are getting started?
Do more.
Do more.
Do more.
Like
You're not
do the work.
You're not doing enough.
Yeah.
You're not making enough calls. You're not doing enough interviews.
Yeah.
You're not doing enough follow-ups. You're not putting in enough working hours.
Right.
I'm not saying stay at work or your office and scroll on Facebook and Instagram for
Yeah.
hours on end. That's not working. I mean, actually working hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's simple. It is so simple, man. It really is. Anybody would be able to do it. Anybody.
Okay. Why do you think so many small businesses don't make it to the end?
Because they're not doing enough. They are not doing enough.
When you say not doing enough, you don't mean like you don't have to work 12 or 18 hours, but it's in the time that
The
you are working,
inputs.
the inputs,
You-
in the moments that you are on the clock.
You're not doing enough.
As business owners, we don't have to report to anybody. We don't clock in. We don't.
And that's
clock
the
out.
biggest problem.
Yeah.
If you're not holding yourself accountable,
Yeah.
you're in trouble.
Yeah.
You're in trouble, buddy.
Ivan, any final words for the world?
Man, anybody can be successful in anything that they choose to do. It's just a matter of getting the right people around you, getting the right information, and other than that, man, just go for it. Worst thing that can happen is you might die, right?
That's it.
That's it. That's the worst thing that might happen is you might die. But I don't think you're gonna die from making too many follow-up calls.
No, you are not going to die from making calls. No, business is a contact sport.
Yes,
You
it
got to
is.
make those contacts.
Yep.
Whether it's real estate,
Yep.
or pest control.
Yep.
You got to connect with people.
You have to.
You and I may be in completely different businesses, but we're in the same business. We're in
Yeah.
the people business, right?
Yes, we are.
Right.
We're here to provide a quality service to the community.
Okay. What questions do you have for me?
Why do you host these networking events?
Because I don't have enough time to hang out with everybody one-on-one. Is that okay?
That was good. I like it.
All right. Thanks, brother. Appreciate you.
Absolutely.
Hey, thanks for hanging out with me today and watching to the end. If this video helped you out, please like, subscribe. Really helps support the channel. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss a move. Again, it's Austin from Houston with Checkmate Real Estate. Thank you so much for watching. If you need anything, have any questions, need any help with your real estate transaction needs or the meaning of life, give me a call. Bye.